if you don't know me, I'm Costa. I head up internal ops at Commonwealth. Very bullish on the project. You might also know me on the line on the Twitter or the X as Crazy White Boy. Just dox myself. Don't tell anyone. Yeah, that's me.
Also internationally renowned music producer and DJ, just throwing that out there because he's too modest to say it himself. Cool. Listen, it looks like we've got a good turnout here. I'm reading the comments and someone said we've been waiting for this AMA for eternity. It does feel like a long time since we've had like sort of an in-house AMA just with the kind of the community and not something more kind of Twitter space oriented, maybe with a commercial partner or something like that. So this is kind of like a internal Commonwealth focused AMA, and it has been a while since we've been doing this. So I'm glad to be here. It's my I have to say, it's my first time using Discord. My son would be laughing his ass off because I couldn't actually like figure out where to go inside Discord or how to like verify or anything. So I've just doxed myself as a complete noob. When it comes to Discord, not everything, I'll add. Cool, yeah, thanks Costa for the intro. Welcome everybody, good to have you guys here, guys and girls. There's going to be a couple of new people on the stage today as well, so I'm looking forward to them introducing themselves and what they're doing with Commonwealth. I suppose I'll just kick off with, kind of the high level of where we're at and where we've been. I think everybody who's involved in crypto, well, just everybody who has been around for any length of time, let's say longer than 4 months, 5 months in the space, who isn't a 12-year-old moonshot meme coin trader, they'll realize that we're probably not experiencing the type of market that we would have hoped for right now. Quite easily summarized, I would say, as if you're not Bitcoin or a lucky meme coin or a lucky AI agent, there's not much in between. We do see some projects that have gotten a little bit of traction, but that's really all through heavy market making and bringing in massive liquidity from hedge funds and people who are prepared to trade their tokens, and it makes it look like they've got really successful projects when all they're really doing is moving money around. That's me being quite cynical, but I suppose when you're sitting with a project like Commonwealth, where you've been working for more than 3 years to bring something of utility into the market, to add some kind of value to crypto, it is quite frustrating, obviously, working on the inside of something like that when you're constantly pushing product, you're constantly delivering results, and doing what all of the different kind of science and methodologies tell you to do, and still you're getting quite wrecked, I would say, and having a tough time in a public space where you've got a lot of people in a community who also believe in Commonwealth and also see the value that's behind the ecosystem, behind the product, behind the platform, behind the white paper, and still ending up in a situation where the token is trending down, almost all the time. Very difficult to get traction. I will speak about the token for a few minutes because I know that's like front and center of a lot of people's minds. Commonwealth is not a pump and dump. I think we know that. The team are all doxed. It's been around since for about 3 years. It's got a lot of ecosystem partners. It's got investors. It's got you, the community, who have invested at the earliest stage. It's got co-founders like Kyle, who have put their reputations on the line, John, myself. Essentially, we're prepared to stand here and say that we're doing every single thing that we believe is in our power to produce what we promised, or what was promised in the white paper. And let's talk about that. A product has been produced since May. We've had a token live, and the full protocol has been available to be put to use. That means that users invest in investments on the front end, and transaction fees and revenue are generated, and a closed loop circular economic system
is providing the idea is that it's providing a sustainable long-term viability for the ecosystem and for the token holders and for everybody involved in Commonwealth. Now, we've seen two things happen. One thing is that all of the interest and I suppose liquidity has been moving towards much more speculative plays, gambling, the crypto casino, meme coins, which has meant that what Commonwealth is set to do and offer, which is early stage investment opportunities alongside the top VCs in crypto, that is less, I suppose, interesting than it was in 2021 when projects were launching and doing 40x's, 50x, 100x's, and that was quite normal. Now, the projects that are being highly successful are meme coins, let's be honest, or AI agent coins. And so that comes with a set of challenges because if you are a utility project, if you are an infrastructure project and you are not directly linked to the likes of meme creation or AI agent creations, you will find it difficult to get mind share, to get to maintain any kind of traction. Now, that is the situation now. If you've been in crypto any longer than a few years, you will have seen different iterations in the market, and you will have your own beliefs about what's going to happen, what's ahead of us. I don't have a crystal ball, but what I can with conviction say is that it's not going to stay the same as it is now. And I still believe, and the founders of Commonwealth still believe, that an opportunity like Commonwealth, where you can access early stage investments or other otherwise out of reach investment products or ways to make money, if you have an easy way to access those through a user face that is kind of sensible and interesting and fun, then you will be able to long term get a traction in Web3 and even beyond Web3 with new people coming into the market from traditional finance, traditional investment, curious sort of retail investors coming into the space for the first time. Commonwealth is the ideal platform to be bringing people like that into crypto, and that is the vision and always has been the vision of Commonwealth, and I believe long term that is exactly what will prove to be successful. However, right now, of course, we are all sitting here and going, okay, that's great, but what's going on with the wealth token? We just see it going down every day, and the truth is we have nearly 60% of the supply now out in circulation. That was a choice that was made, a tokenomics choice that was made, taking into account a lot of updated best practices and theories about how to get your token circulating and how to get a sustainable ecosystem. The belief is that if you are able to get a lot of the supply out quicker, then you are able to establish long-term price appreciation, long-term viability sooner than if you vest over a very long period of time with very small increments every single day, week, or month. So basically, you can either choose the slow, painful experience, or you can choose a sort of faster but slightly more painful experience. We designed the tokenomics, or the team designed the tokenomics together with token economists, with the belief that we were going into a market where small, medium caps would be interesting. Altcoins were going to get liquidity. The bull market was going to bring money from Bitcoin into Ethereum, into the blue chips, and then slowly going to start going into utility tokens, into launch pads, into things like Commonwealth, whatever was going to be interesting for the cycle. That was the thesis, was that these coins would benefit. They would get volume, they would get a lot of interest, and they'd get a lot of traction. We're on top crypto exchanges with Wealth token, so everything was set up for that to happen. The problem is, and if you're involved in any other projects in crypto, you will recognize that hasn't materialized in the way everybody hoped, right? So we're sitting here seeing much lower volumes and essentially people in our ecosystem, yourselves who are Genesis NFT holders, or if you are let's say a KOL who's involved with Commonwealth, if you are an investor with Commonwealth, you've been starting to get your tokens, and we don't have very high volumes in which you're able to sell those tokens if you want to sell some tokens. Now, so people who do want to sell, then doing so in a low liquidity environment, and the price is going down. Now, I just want to make it very, very clear, the team haven't vested any tokens yet, and that's absolutely 100% according to the protocol rules that were set. So the team does not have tokens. We have, of course, the Genesis NFT holders who were the first to get tokens. We have the public sale participants who got their tokens. Those are all vested now. We have a strategic investment round with key partners like Cypher Capital, for example, and a few other VCs who came in to be part of the Oracle Council and also have invested in Commonwealth. They have started to get tokens, and we have KOLs that were brought in as well, and they have started to get tokens. Now, the cumulative effect here is that of that group, or those groups that I mentioned, it doesn't take a lot of people selling in order to have the price action that we've had. Now, that is the reality. There's no getting away from that. For a period of like 4, 5, 6 months initially, the market makers who were helping with Commonwealth were trying to establish, a healthy price action. But given the constraints in the market, it was just a costly exercise basically for the Treasury of Commonwealth, essentially just selling, having to post US dollars on the buy side, and then essentially the sellers were just selling into it. So that was what was happening, and it's not a smart way for the protocol to operate. It will completely deplete the Treasury. So like now there is still market making, there is still opportunities to have stable and a good market for Commonwealth, but until we get natural liquidity flowing in and natural buyers coming in, it's going to be difficult to see when the price is going to go where I think everybody wants it to go long term. Have a sustainable and viable price action. One thing is for sure, the unlocks do not help, and the unlocks, well, now we're on around 60% or getting close to 60%. There is some talk in the community and from people that I'm connected to saying like it's better to rip the band-aid off. Why don't you just accelerate the vesting and do things like be more aggressive with the unlocks, and instead of having this more painful experience, rather have a once-off experience that then allows the token to find a natural bottom, and then from there build a long-term sustainable trajectory for the token. That's something which will be proposed to the community soon, and I mentioned it in an update that was sent out yesterday to the community, where we were talking about some of the strategic orientations in the project. So that idea of a more aggressive unlocks, together with some other slight tweaks in the token economy and some of like how revenue is treated in the protocol, like a few different proposals will be made and discussed, and it's up to you guys, it's up to us as the community to vote in whichever we think are in the best interests of Commonwealth long term. But essentially, we have now got this experience of 10 months, valuable experience, difficult experience on the token side, that we can use to take decisions as a group and plot the way forward for this token, so that whenever we do have a shift in the tailwinds in the market, that we have something that will be more bullish and attract a lot more attention and interest on the token side. So I just wanted to get that out of the way up front. So be on the lookout for a kind of like a protocol tweak or reset plan that's going to come into your inboxes pretty soon. and then we can have a discussion here. I guess it's Discord. I'll have to come here more often, become a regular user, and chat with you guys about how we take this forward. So that's on the token economy side. I wanted to also share on the, let's say, just the overall strategic side for the business model. That is essentially shifting now from the fact that we have a platform that is close to being feature complete, like pretty much there, after 3 years of building and investing, a significant amount of dev hours and dev money, or money for the devs. We're at a stage where we have this Commonwealth application, mobile first. It is a progressive web app, as you know. So it works on mobile, it works on web, on PC, on desktop. This is live, and we've recently just added the bundles, which is a different way for people to get exposure to crypto, something a lot more casual than early stage investing. Of course, this is just like for mom and pops or your sister or your brother, an easy way to get engaged in crypto. It's kind of like we see it as a way to get people into the ecosystem, to get people into Commonwealth, and then from there they can start to learn a bit more about all the other different ways that they can get involved in crypto and hopefully make money in crypto. So that was the logic behind bringing in the bundles. Now that we have this platform, which is live, and it has been live and it's been stable for quite a long time, we've got the various funds on there, of course. It's time to shift to a growth perspective and put the different hat on. So not the dev hat, not the shipping hat, but the growth hat. And that was the reason why we brought in Ilya from Google, and he actually was responsible for the fintech applications on the growth side for Google. So he was working with well-known platforms like Revolut, helping them scale and grow their numbers and their user base. So fintech is a sweet spot for him. And we've asked him to come in and do the difficult job of bringing in Web 2 and crypto curious people into Web 3 through Commonwealth. Now, it's very ambitious, but it is what the focus needs to be for the future, and that is why the team is restructuring to have a focus now more on business development, more on partnerships, more on attracting sort of a more retail and crypto curious audience. So being more sort of commercially savvy, I suppose, with the front end, with the front facing part of Commonwealth, and with those changes, the person who has put many hours and well, let's be honest, 2.5 years, 3 years of his life into Commonwealth, Tony Kelly, he has now been responsible for building and helping design and also ship then the product that you see. Tony will still be around in the community and also as a strategic kind of influence to Commonwealth on a day-to-day basis, though Tony will not be in charge of running the product, because we just don't have that need anymore for shipping, for building. We will continue to ship. There will be new features, of course. There will be improvements. Right now we are busy working on a brand new UI UX that hopefully you'll see pretty soon. And but in terms of the heavy lifting on the back end and designing the protocol and all those things, that's been done and tried and tested and is ready now for scaling on top of. So that's the logic, that's the rationale, the ability for us to take the resources, or to refocus resources into growth and partnerships, will, I believe, define the success of Commonwealth in the next 6 to 12 months. So that's the kind of logic, that's the rationale we're working with, that's what we're dealing with. And now my throat is starting to get a bit sore because I talked a lot there. Sorry for that, guys. But somebody did say we've been waiting for this for a while, so I just wanted to diffuse a little the current situation. Of course, we're all in this together, and nobody's delusional. Nobody's trying to kid themselves, but the team is strong, and the vision is, I would say, still very, very valid, very clear, and with some strong partnerships with new UI UX, with new products and tweaking features. Commonwealth will definitely be a feature in the long term in the crypto world, and also outside of the crypto world. So I'm going to leave it there. We can have discussions and chats about what that means. I'm going to pass it back to Costa. I think he's got a few more questions for me and the others here on stage.
Yeah, I don't have any direct questions for you. I don't know, but I do have a little bit of an update from the fund payouts. Obviously, that falls under my department here at Commonwealth, the internal ops, and making sure monitoring the funds, making sure they're paying out on time, making sure that they are running smoothly. A little update there, just to give you guys some feedback as to how far we've come. The Wealth Fund paying out Pepe Coin, Chainlink, Crypto Casino has already paid out over $12,500. The Alpha Fund with Avelo, Zentry, Winner, and Koi paying out now 4 already, over $25,000. And the Priceless Fund only paying out 3 projects, Nibiru, Chirp, and Commonwealth, has already paid out over $92,000. With a total of $130,000, over $130,000 total, with a lot still in the pipeline to come in terms of TGEs from the Priceless Fund, like Blocklords, Diamond Swap, Asymmetry's just gone through, Fairside, Analog, Cookie, Nyan, the list just goes on. And then also, let's even look at, what else we got? We've got the Alpha Fund. Give me a second. The Alpha Fund, we've got BitLayer, Nexus, Blue Whale. I think Blue Whale's the next one coming up. My Network, Live Art. We've got a massive kind of mixture of like RWAs, literally Deepen, the whole works coming out there. That's kind of a little update from the fund side. Let's have a look here. 1 second. I think Ilya's up next, actually.
Yeah, happy to pick it up.
So.
Can you hear me, Costa?
Can you hear you loud and clear?
All right, wonderful. So, super. Hello, everyone. Great to meet the community. This is my first time with the whole group, and just wanted to say that really excited to meet everyone. There is really good vibes in the chat as well. As Tim mentioned, I'm coming into Commonwealth to bring more experience from traditional fintech and help us expand our focus in terms of products into retail audience and bring more folks into Commonwealth. So bundles are the main focus that we have been working on recently, and this is something that we're bringing to market. We really like to think about bundles as our own S&P 5, and in a way that is working very, very close to what you see with traditional indexes, in a way that whenever a company is falling out of S&P 500, it is getting replaced by the next best performing company in place of it. So bundles are working in the same way. So they are adjusting to what the market conditions are. So if there is a new leader on the market, then you basically token that is taking the leadership, it will be automatically replaced in your portfolio. So we're making sure that you're always ahead of all of the changes that are happening there, and you don't really have to do anything manually, so it is happening automatically at the back end for you. Now, this is not the only thing that we're bringing in. We are also changing the logic of the platform a little bit. Now it is possible to register with an email, and you don't even have to connect your wallet as the first step. So the wallet is only required if you want to invest into the funds, but for anybody who wants to invest into bundles, Now you have the fiat on-ramp, and you don't even have to connect the wallet. You can just register with your email and pay with a credit card. Simple as that. So we are doing all the processing, and we're adding more fiat on-ramp partners into the platform as we speak. So there will be more options for people to invest with Commonwealth very, very soon. But it is already giving access to more retail-friendly folks to participate in the platform, to invest into crypto. So we're just trying to make this accessible to as many people as we can. This has been the mission of Commonwealth from the very beginning, and we're just trying to stick to it and make as many people as possible excited about the Web3 space. Now, some additional good news here is that we are launching reward program again. So something that you have seen around the priceless fund, or free fund as it was called at the time, the rewards program, the questing platform that we had, will come back live. We will be adding more projects there that we're partnering with, so you will see the latest additions, such as Zentry, for example, which will have missions within its quest page, and you will be able to perform those. We will reward participation with XP, and then there will be a new leaderboard that will show the people who are making the most contribution into the support of the projects that are part of the Commonwealth. So yeah, there will be a lot of things to do on the platform very, very soon. You can expect to see this in the coming weeks, and we'll obviously make a big splash about it on X. So make sure to follow the story that is happening there. But we'll also make sure to kind of update everybody over email and some other channels, so you guys know when it starts, and you can take advantage of all the all the perks that are coming back with it. Now, another thing that we're currently working on bringing back live and updating is Marketplace. So we know that trading slices of the funds that already exist is an interesting space. And this has been in a very, very big demand, but over time, there has been a bit of a confusion around the slices interface. So this is what we are we have taken the feedback on board, and we are reworking the slices logic to show the full value, the full future value of the slices. So it's easier for anybody who's trying to buy and sell a slice to understand how much potential each asset has. So that's something you can expect as well. I also saw a question about XP in the chat. So yes, we will be giving an update on how XP will be converting into something on the platform. So I don't want to open all of the cards yet. There will be a very clear value in earning XP with Commonwealth. So this is something you will need to kind of stay tuned a little bit with us, and we will give you an update very, very soon what you can exchange XP for with Commonwealth. So this is also coming in a matter of weeks. Now, one big change that is specifically important for the community and interesting for people here is that we made a big decision of moving the community into the Discord. So as you know, a lot of our processes of managing and governance of the protocol have been existing on the basis of discourse on our forums on the website. Now it will be coming into Discord, and we will be basically migrating from Discourse to Discord, because this interface seems to be working way more natively for everybody. People are quite happy with how things are working here so far. The team is excited. It is easier to manage. So all in all, this is just a more seamless experience for everybody. So yes, you can expect forums to come into Discord, and everything will be managed here. So there is only more reason for everybody to stick around and engage into governing the protocol. And with that, the last but not least, very, very important point, I wanted to introduce one of our new team members who just joined recently, our voice of the crypto world, who will be sharing more of the behind the scenes and everything that is happening with Commonwealth. Kitty, who is running her own X page. There's also TikTok, Instagram. So Kitty, do you want to say hi to the community and introduce yourself real quick?
Thank you so much. It's lovely to be here. Hi, everyone. I'm Kitty. I'm new to Commonwealth. I recently joined about a month ago, but it's been amazing so far. And I don't know if any of you are new to crypto, but I am. So this journey, as well as like recording me learning as much as I can and sharing that with everybody else, has been really exciting. But yeah, I'm so happy to be here and to engage with the community and to learn more. And we'll be making a lot more videos coming out and just content in general, talking about Commonwealth and our bundles. So yeah, it's great to meet everyone.
Great.
Amazing. Thanks, Kitty. So Costa, yeah, back to you.
Back to me. What is on the menu here? So I guess we hit the part of the AMA for the actual AMA, right? Ask us questions. I don't know if we want to go through the list and see any interesting questions and maybe ping it to you
I
guys.
saw one that was good.
Oh yeah.
Sorry to cut you off. I thought it was from Capital Us. It's like how is Commonwealth going to attract or bring in the people from Web 2 or outside of Web 3? And I think it's a great question, and it's not an easy one to answer. But I think if we can talk about it a little bit, it'll put some color on kind of on the future of Commonwealth. Sorry, Ilya, that was mainly towards you.
Yeah, I was waiting like, oh, who's going next? Please don't make it me.
Sorry, guys, my connection was breaking up here. Tim, can you repeat this one, please?
So it was a question from Capitalas. How will you attract Web 2 people to find Commonwealth? And I guess the question is really about, how are we targeting those crypto curious kind of new retail audience?
Yes. So we are going step by step here. First, we are trying to make the user journey a little bit more seamless and user friendly. Web3 is a bit of a complex beast for everybody outside, and as you would probably know, right now there is only about 300 million people participating in the crypto market, which means that the rest of the 7.5 billion people have nothing to do with it and don't know much about it as well. This is, by the way, according to A16Z, so you can check that those numbers, but these guys know what they're talking about. Now, how would we do it? We will have to, first of all, learn to speak their language and make our product understandable for moms and pops. Explaining to them why they need to be investing into crypto, why it is the future, and it will help them save their money from everything that is coming their way in terms of inflation. Right now, this rhetoric is already become very, very popular in the West, and we think this is the best time to start kind of resonating with it as a business. Now, answering the questions about like how specifically, there are different types of channels that we can implement, and we're already basically starting to use to become more friendly. So Kitty will be our voice in explaining the product to the noobs, essentially, and explaining it to anybody who is not familiar with everything that has to do with Web3, with blockchain, and the rest of the whole big deal. Now, I believe in the formats that are really kind of educational. So I think things like podcasts work really, really well, especially there's like in fintech world, in finance, there's a lot of great speakers and influencers who explain the value of the projects like ours. And with Commonwealth being a utility project, being an investment platform, we need ways that will help people understand the long-term value, the inherent opportunity that is there in each of the types of the assets in each fund that we're launching. So yeah, if we're talking about our growth strategy, how we want to tackle the retail and going out there and speaking to newbies, I would say it will be definitely through investing into educational type of marketing. So that's kind of my vision for now. But yeah, we will see how it goes. I'm sure there will be a lot of fun stuff along the way as well. We're planning to run some challenges and competitions on creating potentially some meme art and some other funky stuff. So it will not all be just boring TradFi investment all day long. We will definitely have fun along the way. But yeah, there is just a lot to do here, and we will go one step at a time.
Nice. I see a question here from Zach. The website can be very glitchy at times. Not sure who's responsible for that, but it can be a turn off for new users. Some light on that. So basically, obviously moving into more of a maintenance building mode. You've heard about the revamp coming soon. There are a lot of things happening on the tech side, a new wallet connect that is being worked on as well. So a lot of these sort of like the main tech has been built, the fundamentals, and now it's going to be kind of a process of, kind of working on that nitty gritty, because also some of that stuff is specific to, different types of browsers you could be using, Brave, and it's very hard to determine, that sort of testing with a lot of people using different, mobile phones, different, versions, apps. So it can get tricky at times. So that'll be kind of our deep dive. So hopefully we'll have anything that is bothering you sorted over the next few months, weeks. Let's see. Other questions?
Also, just to add on that, there's going to be an overhaul of the current app that we have and the current website we have. So stay tuned, and you'll see something I think quite different in a shorter space of time. I don't want to sort of I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver, but the work is underway on that, and Ilya mentioned it a few times. Just really sort of putting emphasis on the fact that understood, and there's definitely improvements that can be made across the board. There's I think a list of over 100 different improvements that are in kind of the parking lot right now that are being implemented, but there's going to be some quite big shifts with the UI and the UX overall. Just want to call out. Just while I have the mic, there was a question about runway, and I do think it's an important one. Do we have enough to survive a 2-year bear market? Well, if the bear market started today, the answer is yes. But runways are dependent on burn rate, and burn rate's dependent on strategic ambitions. So right now the ambitions are to grow, and it will be kind of depending on what sort of initiatives are put into place, marketing initiatives and growth initiatives and that will affect the burn rate, and then of course that will affect the runway. But current projections are good for that. Now I don't know if we're going into a bear market right now. It's very, very difficult. A lot of people here who probably know crypto quite well, and I'm pretty sure if we put a poll, there would definitely not be a clear consensus of whether or not we're in a good market or a bad market, or whether or not we're going into a good market or whether or not we're going into a bad market. Really confusing macro environment, really confusing crypto market. All we can do, I believe, is stay very clear on what our vision is and execute. And like I said, the emphasis now is going to be on growth. We believe we've got more product than 99.99999% of crypto projects out there, And it's time for us, yes, to make that product as user-friendly as possible, but really to focus on growth and the token economy. Those are the kind of messages I would put out right now. So yeah, thanks for that question.
Okay. Tim, it might be a good time to maybe jump into the roadmap plans after maybe one or two more questions. I see one interesting. Can we accelerate the burning mechanism? There's actually been a lot of internal chats around that. And one thing, I don't know if I can mention, maybe I can, maybe I can't, but there will be quite a few more governance votes taking place in the Discord, reaching out to the community to kind of get a temperature check on decisions moving forward. So yes, that has been considered as well. Accelerate burning mechanisms and kind of things like that to make the token more deflationary. Okay.
Yep, can confirm. It's in the thinking, and of course it's something the community is going to have to weigh in on. So yeah, like Costa said, stay tuned. What I imagine is going to happen is very soon there'll be a bunch of proposals that are protocol and token economy related. Somebody asked about, are we going to add utility to the wealth token? There's going to be several pieces in there that are going to speak to that issue specifically. Also early or accelerating unlocks, accelerating burns. There's a bunch of different things, like I said, that take into account 10 months of learning up until now with the token that's been trading and the protocol that's been running, but also taking into account where we are in the crypto cycle, where we are in the crypto market in general. So yeah, please stay tuned for that. Really looking forward to those discussions and see where that takes us. A lot of thinking going into that right now. Of course, it's a major priority. In terms of the roadmap, you did ask me, so I'll just spit it out. I don't want to reveal too much because it's premature, but the focus is on growth, and I suppose the key there is strength in numbers and strength in partnerships. So a lot of emphasis on, like Ilya said, making sure that the UI is as slick and easy to use as possible for somebody even coming fresh into crypto from completely outside. That's important, because if you're going to scale and you're going to secure these really interesting, important ecosystem and commercial partnerships, you need to have that in the bag. So that's coming. That's a priority right now. Lots of really cool discussions going on. So that is the focus for now, this coming period. So I say H1, so the first half of this year. Big focus, big priority. Also, look out for refinements of the offering of the model. That'll be part of discussion in the community. There'll also be continued discussions around the success of the bundles, what other pieces we can do to improve the bundles. I'm not sure if that's been brought up yet, but there's really interesting ways around bringing other people into crypto through the bundles. So like, for example, just gifting one to your friend and having a UI that allows that, for example. That's something that could be very soon coming to the platform. But also the fund model, like, is there improvements? Is there tweaks? Is there evolutions? Absolutely. And sort of landing on those and putting those out into the into the market, putting them on the app. That's the priority as well. Because if you're going to grow, you also need to have things for people to do and for things for people to participate in, things that are successful. And of course, new funds, new funds are coming, and look out for those. There's going to be a lot happening, and I would like to think that in the growth side, on the partnership side, on the product side, making new offerings available, new ways of engaging people, but also then adding additional utility with the wealth token, also tweaking some of the protocol features. You start to see that and if and when favorable tailwinds come in from the crypto market, it will be easy to spot Commonwealth and say, these guys have got something. I'm going to back them. So that's the play. That's the thesis. Yeah, I think that's probably enough from me right now. Any questions on that?
Amazing. Thanks, Tim. I'm just going through the questions here. I can't really see anything else. Premier sex listing. I mean, we already have Premier sex listing. We have sex listings. I think tier 2s, almost tier 1s with Qcoin. Having a look here. Liquidity and exchange increase. Yeah, I mean, that's basically determined on, on the current buyers, and how liquidity enters the market.
We're getting questions about how regularly can we have these AMAs. I'd love to do them regularly, every month, every 2 months. Sounds great. I'm going to leave it up to Ilya and Harry and Kitty and all the people in the marketing team and the growth team. Like, let's fix a cadence and let's do it. Now that I'm a pro Discord user, I'm happy to be here anytime, really. And we'll get Kyle in, and we'll get oracles in. There's a lot of stuff we can do now that we have Discord, by the way. A lot of really cool stuff with regards to I suppose having events, right? So like you can have oracle platforms, and there's a lot of cool stuff. But just in terms of like getting regular contact and updates, this platform is or this type of meeting is great, and I think let's keep them rolling.
Yeah, I see someone saying the bundle percentage should be stated on the website. Look, a lot of cool features, a lot more stats are going to be displayed pretty soon on certain things. I won't give any hints, like slices, maybe, just saying. A lot of things will be happening that'll be very, very exciting. So just be positive, be happy. We are we're pushing here, and a lot of us in the team. We were literally working really, really hard to keep this going, and we absolutely love the project, and that's why we're all here. So you need to remember that. I wanted to just mention one thing quickly. We need to give away the slice. So I think the best way to do it is everyone at their keyboards. Is everyone ready to type something? I'm going to ask a question, and the first one to type the answer wins. Is everyone ready? Let's get ready. Okay, what was the name, for the OGs, what was the name of the original priceless fund? What was the name of the fund? Sorry, I don't know if we can give it to mods.
Well,
Mods excluded. Harry.
I know, I'm looking there as well. I was like, oh dear. I think we'll have to exclude the mods and then go to the next one.
Sorry, who was the first?
Oh, there's a lot of OGs. A lot of OGs here.
People are going mad. Yeah, a lot of OGs here. So, I mean, does free slice cut it?
No.
Early
Slice?
fund?
No.
Prison Mark, you're going back to
Slice
prison, mate.
is not.
Free. I mean, free. You didn't quite say fund, but free. It's the free fund. Does Cool Phil get it?
No. I think Othniel. Is it Othniel? I can't pronounce the name.
Othniel?
Othniel? Yeah, I think they're the first ones to actually.
Free funds with an S.
Yeah, I mean, we're being too picky.
Okay. You call it, Harry. You call it. It's all you.
Oh no, I'm gonna get. I think Othniel is the closest there.
Othniel is the one. There we go. So, Othniel, you've got it. You have got your slice. We'll get that through to you. Please reach out to DM us first. We will not DM you first. I guess. Yeah, thanks everyone for coming. I don't know if there's anything else to cover.
I was actually gonna. Sorry, I know I've come in late. I've been listening. I've been traveling, but I seen a question in the chat, and I just wanted to kind of quickly go over it. So someone mentioned that how can the community help? Like, it is our project, and that's how they worded it, and it's a great question. And I know that, things have been turbulent in the markets and, people are feeling a certain way. And I spend a lot of time on the ground with the community. And, I came in through as a community member, as an investor, as a community member, which I still am. And now obviously I've joined the team, but I see everything, I feel everything, and I know what's going on and everything. But what I want to say in regards to support is like, keep mentioning Commonwealth on socials and, join the Discord. I know a lot of people speak on Telegram, especially in the price chat, and I can understand why, but like join the Discord and take part in the governance discussions, bring in ideas and have these talks because they are vital, and the community is the heart of the project. So yeah, just wanted to say that, and thanks for sticking around. It's definitely not been an easy market to navigate around. It's been horrible out there, but yeah, I'm glad to see a lot of familiar faces, OGs in here. So yeah, nice turnout and nice MCing as well from our DJ friend Costa.
Yeah, I mean, it was touch and go. It was touch and go. But it's been great just to connect with everyone, and I mean, I'm happy to do this every day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm just kidding. Cool. Thanks, everyone. I think we're good.
Thanks, everyone. Great questions. Love this community so much, and yeah, let's hope we can deliver an epic H1, H2, an epic 2025. Everyone here is doubling down on efforts and convictions. So, yeah, what can the community do? What can the community do is also double down on conviction, and yeah, stay with us on the journey. Cheers, guys.
100%. Thanks so much. Thanks, everyone. Cheerio.